You can see the bridle up on above the cabin there. That's where the nose gear of the shuttle would latch down. Today we hit the high desert to visit the Joe Davies Memorial Airpark in Palmdale. Although the open-air museum is free, it's jam-packed with a priceless collection of beautiful and important airplanes. The park is owned by the city of Palmdale. It's named after Joe Davies, a local who commanded Building 42 in the mid-60s in the heart of the Skunk Works days, and also served as a city councilman. To get in, you have to walk right down the maw of a huge jet engine intake. It's cool because it's actually 2 intake fairings mounted back to back. Once inside, you'll be amazed at the sheer number and quality of the planes on display. Right out of the box, you'll find a pair of NASA-owned aircraft, a Lockheed Jetstar and a Canadair Sabre CL-15. These were developed in response to the Russian MiG-15 and the Korean War. This was the plane to beat. There are over a dozen jets here, including this McDonnell Douglas F-101 Voodoo. In fact, the Century series is pretty well represented, with this Republic F-100 Super Sabre, the F-101, a Lockheed F-104 Starfighter, and a Republic F-105 Thunder Chief. It was fun to compare the super high stance of the F-105 with the crouch approach of the F-104. That's one of the best things about the Joe Davies Memorial Airpark. These are really spectacular pieces of aviation history. And I don't know about you, but I've never stood inside the wheel well of a B-52 before. The bay itself is all fenced off, but you can see right inside the lower fuselage of this huge jet bomber. She's on stands, of course, and you can see the brakes are not quite set. And here's something you wouldn't know unless you're a fan of the Buff. It doesn't have a nose wheel. The massive weight of the entire ship sits on these 8 huge tires. The Buff's age can be seen out here in the tail, where she still carries a quad set of 50 caliber machine guns. That's a leftover from World War II, when air battles were fought with guns instead of missiles. Now these planes are not quite the original deal. They're cobbled together from parts of other airframes. They look accurate, but a serial number check won't make it through the DMV. Because of that feature, Joe Davies offers another unique feature, Adopt a Plane. You can sponsor the restoration of these beautiful pieces of aviation history, either in part or in total. Well, the star of the show for me is this positively ginormous Boeing 747 SCA, or Shuttle Carrier Aircraft. Like the B-52, I can't quite put my finger on the last time I put my hands on a 747 landing gear. This SCA is one of 2 747s specifically modified to ferry the space shuttle from its west coast landing strip at Edwards to its east coast Cape Canaveral launch facility. That is here is utterly amazing. Another amazing sight, and one that gave us the heebie-jeebies, was this Rockwell B-1B Lancer sitting right out there on the tarmac. Although she looks ready to go, we were advised that she may very well be ready to go only into the Joe Davies collection. Now there are a number of favorites to be found here, from the mighty McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II to the Northrop T-38 or the really nicely finished Grumman F-14 Tomcat. Like most of their open-air museums, Joe Davies doesn't feature a gift store. It's a tour on your own kind of place, and easily worth an hour or 2 to visit. To find it, just take the Rancho Vista off-ramp from Highway 14 east until you see that huge 747.